everybody. I am Drew Duncan, host of the Full Court Press MMA. Don't forget Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at Drew Duncan 83. Additionally, you can find the Full Court Press MMA on all social media outlets. And don't forget to use the hashtag, don't you dare touch that dial. Folks, I am super ecstatic to have the next man on the program that we have with us today. He comes in at 3-0 and is a heavyweight champ out of Arkansas, currently ranked number 1 in the state of Arkansas and 16th in the Southeastern and Midwest region. His name is Avery "These Hands" Wilson. Avery, is it a huge treat to have you on the program?
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate y'all having me.
You're very welcome. And really what I want to get into, you and I had talked about before, I know you are a huge Razorback fan. You guys go out and get Chad Morris, but he produces the first 10-loss season in the team's history. He's got Ben Hicks coming in, one of his recruits coming out of SMU from his stint there. How do you see the future with the Arkansas Razorbacks? Can they at least be bowl eligible this year in the SEC West?
The thing is I think we had to have a rough start to have a beautiful finish. I think this year, as every year, our Kansas say, this is our year. But I really believe this is our year. We have so many 4-star prospects coming in this year. I'm really excited to get out there and see what they're going to be capable of this year.
Has Nick Saban set the bar at an insurmountable level? Because him in Alabama, him in the SEC, it just works. It's a perfect fit. With all the titles that he has, though, have guys like him and Belichick set a precedent that nobody would be able to meet?
Oh, yeah. He's definitely set the bar pretty high for them. With everything that they've been through and everything that they've accomplished, it's been hard for them to be able to overcome the obstacles that they've been facing. But I think this year will definitely be the year.
They've had a couple of transfers, Cole Kelly. Now the word is Ty Story is out as well. Are we in trouble in Arkansas? I mean, what's going on? Is Chad Morris getting the love from the team, you think? What's the word in Razorback country?
From what I hear, he's been getting a lot of hostility from fans especially. But, as far as the team seems to be pretty far behind them. They're right there on his back, and they're willing to make the changes that they got to make to be the number 1 team, Well,
we'll see what happens with this guy, Ben Hicks. 56% completion percentage, though he did set the passing yardage record while he was there at SMU. We're on the phone right now with Avery "These Hands" Wilson, coming out of Arkansas, ranked number 1, currently heavyweight champ, 3-0 record. You've had some quick fights. Your first couple of fights ended very early, first round. Next fight, though, you did get a submit on you. Do you feel that maybe you're a little bit more of a well-rounded fighter than most heavyweights?
Everybody has room for improvement. I definitely, with my first 2 fights being less than a minute, to be able to go in there and to get the submission win on the third fight, every fight that I go into, I'm not looking for a knockout. I'm not looking for a submission. Basically, whatever the opponent's going to give me, I'm going to take. I'm going to catch them when they're slipping, and I'm going to be there when they're making their mistakes, and I'm just going to capitalize on it. And that's basically my game plan in every fight.
I don't think we see that a whole lot. I think we see people that are either stand and bang or they're on the ground with any variation of jiu-jitsu that you can think of. Why do you take so much pride in, I'm just going to work the fight and take it as it comes?
Because we have to put a show on for these fans. Everybody wants to be the best, and you have to look at that when you're stepping into the cage. That person across from you is literally they're trying to take your head off. So you have to play it safe as if you were in the streets, basically. Because if this person's coming at you and they want to take your head off, you got to be ready to take their head off and be able to capitalize on anything that they can do to you.
MMA along those lines is, let's be honest, a very dangerous sport. Why are you risking yourself day in and day out?
Man, the reward is, just to be well known in the world. I want to be the best fighter in the world. That's my overall goal. And if I could accomplish that, it's not just about the money or the fame or anything like that. It's just having your name out there, doing what you love, and just being the best at it, because I'm very, very competitive, and I do not like to lose. I like to be number one.
Yeah, we're talking to Avery "These Hands" Wilson. I'm liking your standpoint. Very humble, yet very goal-oriented. What is the next move for you, Avery?
The next move is I'm defending my title in Little Rock, Arkansas, April 13th against a guy that's 3-1. He's also he's a pretty big boy, and he likes to stand and bang. So I'd be very happy to come out and drop him really quick and make just like anything else. But I'm going to have a really strong camp. It's going to be one of my strongest fight camps with Jackson Wink. I'm going to be up there with them for a month in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So really looking to expand my knowledge in my training. So I think it's going to be an awesome fight. I'm going to be ready. Going to have great cardio. I'm just super excited to get it over with and show everybody what I got so I can make the next move.
Speaking of which, I got to tell you, Avery, the Gracie name is synonymous with MMA. We're now seeing Rickson's son compete, the late, great Rickson Gracie. I had an opportunity to stand in front of Hoist Gracie and interview him one time, and I'm hearing a lot of these similarities in you. One of the things that Hoist said to me that really stood out is that we don't fight for titles, we don't fight for money, we fight to prove that our style is the best. How does that statement resonate with you?
Oh, man, that speaks 1,000 words right there. Anybody that's looking to come into this game to make money or, for the fame, you're in it for the wrong reason. We're here to prove a point, and that's exactly right. We're here to prove that we're the best fighters. We're here to prove that our trainers are the best trainers, because the teaching that they're teaching us is making us successful.
One of the things that Hoist talked about was how the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu philosophy, again, when he spoke to me, goes beyond the mat. He said, look, if you're going to be a black belt under me, you can't drink, you can't smoke, you have to be an example to children. Again, how does that resonate with you? Well,
I can come to agree with that and disagree with that. And, I'm not throwing out any names out there, but look at John Jones. That man right there has done some crazy things, and he's one of the best fighters in the world, if you ask me. That's my own personal opinion. Some people may have something to say with that about him cheating or whatnot, but once a winner, always a winner. That man right there, he's awesome.
We're talking to Avery "These Hands" Wilson. He's got a title defense coming up momentarily. Avery, as I do with all of my interviewees, I give them the opportunity to say whatever it is that's on their mind. You are no exception to the rule. There's no right or wrong answer here. The floor is 100% yours, Avery.
Awesome. I appreciate that. I wanted to go ahead and take the time to thank a couple sponsors, if you don't mind. Wanted to reach out to Matt Tatter. He takes care of all my ink work for me. Bam's Cafe in Little Rock. I also wanted to thank Emma Watson Photography, Elite Sports for all my gear. I want to thank BB Martial Arts with my training coach, John Master Webb. And also would like to thank Jackson Wink. And I wanted to reach out to Tory Lemons. If you're hearing this, brother man, I know you're a well-known opponent, and I'm ready to get in there and put a show on there. So get in there and bang and give these people their money worth.
My man, Avery "These Hands" Wilson, thank you so much for being on the program today.
Yes, sir, brother, man. We appreciate you.
You're very welcome. All right, everybody. I am Drew Duncan, host of the Full Court Press MMA. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at Drew Duncan 83. Don't forget to use the hashtag Don't You Dare Touch That Dial. And as always, don't you dare touch that dial.